The key to being happy isn't the search for meaning.
It's all meaningless.
It's all meaningless.
Nobody exists on purpose. Nobody belongs anywhere. Everybody's gonna die.
Have you thought about this? Well, I'm going through this right now. Picture this. You're in high school for 4 years, trapped until you graduate. And the way to open those gates is to leave with high grades. All those days and nights studying or procrastinating only to break even in. Was it really worth it? What was really the point in doing this? What is really outside those gates? Childhood was so much fun, bullying others and crying until we got what we want, until life hit us with a truck of education. That is because society teaches kids to work for their whole lives and paint the picture of living as luxurious as possible. Before the 16th century, kids worked for rulers and kings without being able to get rich at all. Their status was determined from the day they were born. Have to work for life to make ends meet to the day they die, and then the kids have to do the same. Fast forward to the Industrial Revolution, things become easier, and getting money seems to be within their reach. But nope, taxes. Fast forward to now, still the same. Everything is money, money, money. But let me ask you a question. What is your purpose? Charles Darwin's theory of evolution is about how a species grows to survive and reproduce, but what about everything in between? Throughout our education, our minds continue to grow and develop along with our identities. According to a psychiatrist named Erik Erikson, our stages of development are divided into quote-unquote issues. During adolescence or ages 10 to 19, the issues is actually role confusion. This is when many people act out in different ways for attention and popularity. This is also in hopes in discovering what they want in their lives and to chase what makes us happy. An example of this is what demonstrated in the popular 1985 movie The Breakfast Club, where a group of high school students with different backgrounds spend a Saturday talking about their differences and learn to accept people's different perspectives while also finding their own identities. Point is, during our educational careers, we meet many different people and will gravitate towards different personalities. It makes us feel welcome and needed within our circles, which gives us a sense of belonging in our lives. However, is this really needed? Students and many adolescents continue to have so many aspirations while still in school. We get swallowed up juggling what we want to do and what society is telling us to do, whether it is a social life, a job, or even losing ourselves with entertainment. That is a luxury we have as of only right now while we are still not legally adults. The education system, however, teaches us that college is the goal of success. Students spend so much time in school and doing homework that everything else becomes irrelevant when they really aren't. The education system teaches things that help us in our lives. Think about that though. The thing school is really helping us is to get a high-paying job. Home economic courses such as driver's ed and cooking are extremely rare and implemented into our education. Academics are more valued because society is building more workers. There is no actual support for students for what they want to do in their lives. Adam Lapix, a Yale graduate, explains that the majority of his graduating class also has no clue about what they want to do with their lives, showing how the education system is not really helping in the pursuit of purpose. In many schools in East Asia, students from a very early age are taught to clean, cook, and even taught manners because of how respectful everyone is. Compared to New York City, everyone is an asshole. I'm saying that the education system in those parts of the world actually teach lifestyle habits. In many high schools there, they offer what is known as the Desired University Survey, where students write down what they want to do and where they intend to go for college. Then a conference is called between the students' parents and the faculty to discuss the students' next steps. The fact is that the teachers give their students as much support as possible. This is actually very different from America because students are left on their own to decide and it's not actually mandatory. So students who are being left behind continue to be left behind. Again, the American education system rarely helps build any character, only forces of labor to develop products for everyone else to sell and make money for a living. Is this really living? Right now, it is important to understand that not everything happens like we planned. We cannot plan our lives to the tiniest detail, only guide ourselves to what we want to do. We can say one thing and completely back out the very next minute. We would not know what would happen if we do or do not make those choices in the long run. Everything is left up to chance. According to Munyarzad Marware from Journal of Pan-African Studies, argued that there is always a constant change to life and that is just a gamble. Humans make decisions and all of them are gambles in the hopes that we get what we desire. Everything we do leads us to how we build our lives and it is our job to make changes if we ever want to make a difference. we spend so much time thinking about the future, preparing for things that might even happen, we ruin the time and enjoyment a human is meant to have. Indulging ourselves in the pursuit of purpose leads to tunnel vision, in which you cut off all other possible opportunities and regret, especially in the educational setting. In a survey conducted in China by Shen Huan, university students were given questions surrounding stress, anxiety, and depression. The majority of students responded that their proactive personalities has caused them more harm than good. This means that due to their goals, they are dealing with a lot more negative emotions. Keep in mind, these students are science and literature majors, so in the long run, their goals in their minds would be worth it, meaning cash. But why do any of this? Everything I have said is to show that life has no purpose, but all we can do is enjoy the time we have in the present. Having the answer to what our purpose is won't get anything done, but we need to figure out what makes us happy. Then we find our purpose. Actually, it's not even being happy, it's about being content with ourselves. Happiness is only an emotion that is felt for a short period of time. Being content is actually the longer period of happiness. You can be happy right now, but be sad after a couple of hours. Being content should be your goal. My name is Simon, and I approve this.